Hi, I'm Kieran Dalton, and welcome to the Kieran Dalton channel on YouTube. I apologize for my loose neck of the shirt. I think I might have slept in this shirt once. It's kind of weird. You sleep in the shirt once, and the neck gets loose. It's like, what the hell did I do last night? Did I turn into the freaking Hulk? But instead of my whole body getting big, it's just my neck. Or do I have like allergic reaction to peanuts when I sleep? And it's just anyway. So I live in apartment blocks. If you watch my other videos, you realize that. And one thing which is always weird is there's always trolleys in my front yard of the apartment block. I guess it's already front yard, whatever you call it, front of the apartment block. And people are like, oh, it's probably just your neighbors doing the shopping, then leaving the trolleys out. Which, no, it's not, because I get home late some nights, like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. If I like coming back from a concert or a sporting event. Sydney Thunder. And there's no trolleys, then I get up early for work or whatever, around 6 o'clock. And I look outside and there's two trolleys. I mean, no one's doing shopping that late at night. The shops aren't even freaking open. So I made a mistake of, I got bored and I made the mistake of posting about it in one of those community forums. I did a video about the community crime pages before. I guess I put the link to that video in the bio for this one. If you want to watch it, it's okay. And I just wrote an innocent comment saying, hey, I can't remember what it was. It's like, hey, I'm getting annoyed with people leaving trolleys in my front yard or something. Something like that. Like, that's paraphrasing. It was an innocent thing. It wasn't a stab at anyone, or I didn't accuse junkies, even though we all know it's junkies leaving those trolleys around, pushing their little freaking stuff in the middle of the night, Anyway, I wrote that for like innocent comment, and I just created an entire shitstorm. People fighting. First, people were commenting saying it's probably your neighbors. What a pointless post! It's your neighbors. They're just dumping it. And then fair enough. But then people are like, oh, who cares? It's an apartment block. I mean, like, as if like if it was someone's house, it'd be more important than people living in an apartment block. It'd be like the fire brigade, like, my apartment's on fire, and it'd be like, fire brigade's like, let's not put it out. It's just a fire block, apartment block, If it was a house, it's a different story. Or like if there's like someone needs to dump asbestos, and they're like, oh, we can't dump there. There's a house. Oh wait, there's an apartment block. No one gives a shit about an apartment block. Let's just dump the asbestos there. That was the beginning. Then slowly, then faster and faster, this statement got out of control. Other people started commenting, and people were like, oh, I can't believe how up themselves some of these people are, how these people are on their high horses. Not everyone has a car and they can just drive a car to the shops, fill their car up with shopping, and take it home. And then someone directed to me, oh, hey, how about you? Why don't you take all the people who don't have cars shopping? You can be like a shuttle bus service. And they said like in a fucking douchey way. And there's other people like, sorry, I'm just choking on my rage. Other people like, oh, they don't have cars. How are they meant to get their shopping home? And I wrote, well, fair enough. They don't have a car. They just fill their trolley up with groceries, take it home. But how about returning the trolley once it's empty? And they're like, oh, how do you know how much energy they have? And I'm like, well, they got enough energy to push a full trolley home. And then someone's like, I can't believe what such a high horse you're on. Then someone wrote, they're not hurting anyone. Then someone's like, yeah, but they're stealing. They're stealing from the supermarket. You know how much those trolleys are to replace? And someone's like, who gives a shit? Supermarkets make millions and billions of dollars a year. You can just tell that person's one of those people who just said that statement. Is one of those people who just fucking protest about anything, They hate corporations. They want to boycott every brand, which is impossible now unless you fucking grow your own food and make your own medicine, because, medicine companies are brands as well. And everyone's like, oh, I can't believe the privilege. If trolleys in your front yard's your biggest problem, I envy you. Because some people have real problems. And someone was like, oh yeah? How about a trolley getting pushed into your car and leaving a dent? And someone's like, I wish I had a car. If I had a car, I wouldn't care about a dent. I'd just be happy that the car drives. It's just crazy stuff. I ended up deleting this post just because it was just going on and on like that. But then someone put a trolley in front of my driveway. Then when I got out of my car late at night to move the trolley so I can get into my driveway, I got jumped. And someone's like, oh, maybe the people needed your car more than you, because I'm guessing that person got carjacked, even though they didn't say that, they just said they got jumped, Might have just stole their wallet or something. And someone's like, and then the person who goes to me, oh, if trolleys in your front yard's your biggest problem in life, you're lucky, you're privileged. And I wrote, no, it's my second biggest problem. My biggest problem is people keep putting catalogs in my letterbox when I have a big sticker saying no junk mail, which I thought was funny. But no, people are like, oh, you white privilege. Yeah, I guess I do have an element of white privilege, but that statement is invalid when the statement I wrote was a joke, Clearly it's a joke because, why would I be upset about that? But anyway, then this is when I started deleting. People then started clicking people's profiles and scrolling through, trying to get like personal attacks. Like say someone wrote a post from 2 years ago and they misspelled the word dictionary or something, and they wrote, at least I know how to spell dictionary, fuckwit. Or they find like a picture of a girlfriend who's a bit chubby, and they'd be like, oh, why don't you fuck off and hang out with your fat wife? Or be like, hey, instead of blaming and complaining about trolleys, why don't you exercise your fat wife, you fucking, just like that. Or they scroll through pictures and they see him riding a jet ski and be like, oh, of course you're complaining about trolleys in your front yard, you're riding a jet ski. Fuckwit. Only fuckwits drive jet skis, or ride jet skis, which I agree with that. I agree with that statement. Anyway, I ended up deleting this post because shit hit the fan. People were just fighting everywhere. You needed Samuel L. Jackson to get into this fucking forum and be like, everyone needs to calm the fuck down. But no, fortunately Samuel L. Jackson didn't. He must have better things to do than to comment on the Penrith crime page on Facebook, unfortunately. But I just like to think it'd be like the scene from Deep Blue Sea where he's talking about we all have to work together to get these damn sharks. Very similar to his little monologue in Snakes on the Plane, but Deep Blue Sea is better because once he finishes his monologue, this shark comes out of nowhere and bites him in half. I just like him preaching about the trolleys, or one of these fuckwits preaching about trolleys and saying they're harmless, blah, 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 and just this massive trolley come and just wipe them out. That'd be absolute karma. Anyway, that's my random pointless post. Not the best. But yeah, it's okay. Please press the like button, please subscribe. Please tell me what crazy freaking community forum stories you have. There's actually sirens going off, if you can hear that in the video, which is very fitting to the post and very fitting to my area. Anyway, thanks for watching. Kieran Dorton, out.